Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Powering through the defender. And he's tackled just short of the 25. The SMU Mustangs offense comes on the field first today. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
They wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down.
Yeah, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To the air, it's Jennings. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
And he's back to throw again on second down. And now another deep ball here. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
First down here for this offense. The back's got it. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A quick throw out left, complete. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Tackle, but first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. It's a quarterback keeper. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Brought down, but he's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. And the Golden Eagles looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Looking downfield. It's Crawford. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to pass here on second down. On the run here, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And he will score! Touchdown, Southern Miss.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner looking to create better field position. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominant.
He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So now it's third and short with the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Scanning the field. It's Jennings. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looks pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Pressure is coming. When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after the completion. Well, Kirk, Southern Mississippi has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Reed. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. The Golden Eagles tussle to the line to run that hurry up.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And now the running back's got it again. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So 2 runs produce nothing, and now it's 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Gray. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Gray.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down this possession. Here's 3rd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Crawford. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the Golden Eagles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Reed.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
He hands it off from the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. There's a flag down. He's on defense. It wouldn't be in the kick for first down yardage. You figure they'll take the 3 points. That's a costly penalty for the special teams. Offense coming back on the field. You just can't make contact with a kicker like that. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. Hand off to the single back. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking to throw. It's Crawford. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. The quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Throws a rocket toward the right side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Golden Eagles offense back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open, took his eyes off the football. Incompletion makes it second down. To throw, it's Crawford. Quick throw complete to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip.
And the Mustangs will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Southern Mississippi offense back out on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Makes the grab. It's Simmons. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Short completion. A third down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Crawford. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Handing off on the draw play. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Good enough for first down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Mustangs will line up on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Jennings. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And the Mustangs line up with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ponies. Will take the lead in the second half.
Hey, it's 1st and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Southern Miss offense is back out there now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback keeps it here. Has the 1st down and more. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Snags a quick throw. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it and finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it in the 3rd quarter of play. 2 backs now flanking the quarterback. And Kirk, it's SMU with the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Makes a nice move there. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. Critical mistake by the defense sets up a 1st and 10 now for the offense. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Looking to pass. It's Crawford. Dumps a short throw down to the running back.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Handing off on the draw play. A change of direction. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Defense is coming after him. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid gain. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Play action fake, looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Try and muscle for the first down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. A running play called on 4th down. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Caught over the middle. It's Reed. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Golden Eagles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Running out of time in the pocket. Caught in the backfield. It's Gray. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the Golden Eagles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal. The Golden Eagles hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. That's an important score. We've got a 1-possession game now, Kirk. It's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To the air. It's Jennings. The pocket breaking down. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. And he fires the football to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Golden Eagles offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Important 2nd down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Crawford. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. And he'll set up to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
2nd down after that previous play. Back to throw again. This time it's complete. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Throws a bullet deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here's the 2nd down play. They'll run it here. They'll tackle him at the 27. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ponies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Southern Mississippi offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds the receiver wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Golden Eagles are going to cash in here in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Defense not pressing this time. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the
catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And they tack on the extra point. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back, it's Jennings. And looking for a big play here. This pass is incomplete, 0-0 on the clock. That's it. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.